Hello viewer and welcome to Games with Dialogue. This is Pathway, a game that's now available on the Epic Games Store. It's kind of a roguelike, kind of an adventure game, and a little bit of a board game feel to it. You'll see what I mean as we get in, but let's not waste any time and dive right in. First thing you'll notice is that I am in the middle of a game. I decided after I got this far that it's definitely worth putting on the channel. So, let's delete all the progress I've made and start fresh. Let's start fresh. Dog-friendly mode. Oh, right. Because the Nazis use dogs to attack you. And some people might not be okay with that. Personally, I am fine with it, but We'll put on dog-friendly mode, just so not everybody's bothered. Alright. I don't see a way to wipe out what I've already done. That is a shame. Perhaps new profile. That's what we'll have to do. Alright. New profile. We'll just say GW dialogue. Yeah, alright. Alright, here we go. So this game is set in the 1940s, or thereabouts. So it has a real Indiana Jones feel to it, which I'm all about. Alright, new adventure. More info in the codex. As we play through the game, stuff will be added to the codex. I'm just going to click this off because I know that. We can look at the codex, but I don't need it to keep reminding me, hey, new things have been added to the codex. Alright. Episode 1. As we complete these adventures, more will be added down here at the bottom, and they will increase in difficulty. But for now, let's start with number 1, shall we? Casablanca Morocco. You receive a desperate plea for help. Your old friend Morton has been abducted by the Nazis, taken to the Moroccan desert. You decide to travel to North Africa immediately to find Morton before the Germans execute him. So, we have 3 settings here. Difficulty, supplies, and combat size. I'm going to lower combat size for this first adventure, just because it will drag on the game a little too long. The way you start out, your characters are all baseline. Pretty weak. Your gear is base. The number of enemies you have to fight and how much hit points they have can really drag out combat. So it's, in my experience, it's better to start with small combats because they're still deadly, and then ramp up as you get better, as the difficulty goes up. So we'll start out with that. So, meta progression for the roguelike. You have these characters unlocked, and more that you can unlock as you do things, like revive 15 characters, kill 50 undead. Ooh, undead. Kill 15 enemies with double shot. That's an ability that pistols have. So on and so forth. Also, as you play through the adventure, your characters will earn XP for level ups, which they will carry through adventures. You're going to need that because later adventures get stronger. You're going to need better characters. You'll also get better gear, which you can carry over between adventures. So there's some progression, which I appreciate. There's also plenty of things to unlock, which I also appreciate. So, we need to assemble a team. Hold on. We need to assemble a team to save Morton. Who will join us? Jackson? The daredevil? Absolutely. Danger or hardship, bring it on. We need a local. Prince Omar, well, I say local. He's got a skill that lets him have ancient languages, and he's a brute, so we'll bring him. I don't know about local, but he definitely can speak with the natives where we can't. Omar will stand with you. And Miguel, is he the one? Yes, anti-fascist. 20% more damage versus Nazis. Hey, and an intimidation skill. If we're going to be dealing with Nazis, we want somebody who wants to deal with Nazis. How could I say no to such an undertaking? All right. There's also a 4th slot. You can rescue people to join your party, but you are limited to 3 at the beginning. All right. There we go. I'll show off the other characters as we go through the game. Odds are I'm going to lose the first time through, and we'll have to send another group in, because if all of your team members die... Hold on. I'll get to that.
You take a break in a provincial backwater a few miles beyond Casablanca. This is the last outpost of civilization. Beyond this point is nothing but merciless desert. Morton is out there, somewhere.
Okay, this is the map we have to get through. Like I said, kind of board gamey-ish. Each spot does something as you move through the game. You check your gear one last time and start the engine. Your journey begins. So we'll start over here. We have a certain amount of fuel to move each space to get to the end. Let's just count that up, shall we? Fast path we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just enough. There are a few spaces we know can help us. A trader sells fuel. We can rest here to recover hit points if we want. And unvisited locations usually have something useful. More money, more fuel, more supplies and ammo, things like that. I don't see anywhere on the board where we can rescue a party member. Later on in the later adventures, they just pop up, so we won't be getting a new character for our 4-person team this time. But we also have a few other things to worry about here. So everybody has a skill that does something during an event. Everybody has item skills, which determine what they can wield, what they can carry. Let's see. Omar has shotguns and assault weapons, but he's carrying a shotgun. Armor repair, which is this blue bar here. Combat vest. What is he? Heavy armor. Did I pick 2? Medium. And medium. Okay. And grenades. All right. Unfortunately, grenades use up supplies. I also don't have a healer. That might be a problem. Skill trees. As you level up, you can choose from these as you go. What was I saying about if you lose party members during the course of an adventure? They are hospitalized, in air quotes, and unavailable to run the next adventure, where they then become available after that. But it's important, because if you want to unlock a whole bunch of different characters and then play hyper aggressively and lose a bunch of people, that's perfectly valid. You could do that. You know what? I'm going to play fast and loose with my fuel here, just because I know if I fail, I have people in the wing to pick up the rescue. The buildings ahead of you are part of a simple supply station. The Nomad says fuel is no problem if you want to pay for it. I do! See, it pays to go off the beaten path, but it does also cost you to return. So that's unfortunately. I don't want to rest. Not yet anyways, although there is this here, and then a trader there. I did just spend all my money though. Yeah, you know what? Let's go down here and see if we can't find some more cash. You've driven into rockier terrain. Stones around you are getting bigger and sharper. You look for an alternative route, but eventually you have to admit that you won't get any further in this scree. You have to turn back and find a way around. Well, it's a good thing I bought some extra fuel, isn't it? Oy, that cost me 2 fuel to go there. A lot of this is randomized, too. All of these spaces, completely random from game to game. I've run this adventure twice. And the layout even. The path to get to the end is different. Come across a detachment of German soldiers resting at a temple. They have not seen you. If we fight them and kill them, it's a good chance we'll go into the temple. So let's do it. Also, fighting is how we get some XP. Just exploring is how we can get XP, but fighting is probably the more risky way to do it, just because you use up ammo and supplies. And those got to be replaced or else you run out during the adventure. So this is where my enemies are. I've got 4 to worry about, but I only see 3. Where's the other guy? And the green zone is where I start. Oh, he's right there. Well, I have this assault gun. Might be a waste not to use it on the Nazi, right? Shotgun. I'll put him right there. He can close the distance too. And another assault rifle. We'll put him down here and he can shoot these 3. He does hate Nazis after all. I can also knife attack. I can burst fire, which means I can hit a line of enemies, but it's kind of pointless because there's only one there. Movement, dash, which is... I've never really found a use for dash, to be honest. Reload your weapon and low profile. Bravery points are kind of like skill points. Or action points, I guess I should say. You have a certain amount of them, and they replenish as you fight. But for the most part, you want to use them sparingly. 50% chance. I should probably move in closer. You know what? I'm going to have Omar move in first, because he's got the shotgun. How far is that reach? Not far. He's going to have to close the distance. Alright. So I'll move here. And then I'll shoot him. Yeah. That is what happens. That is what happened. Especially in the early difficulty. Not early difficulty. In the early game. Where your characters... There we go. Alright. And there's an achievement. An extra 20 XP for completing that. But yeah. In the early game... When your characters don't have good stats or good gear... 100%. And his armor absorbs some of it. Ugh, he's gonna shoot me now. Alright. Yeah, in the early game, it's easy to drag combat out because your 2-hit is so low. And your gear just kind of sucks. That's why I lowered down combat also, because it's gonna take longer to kill fewer enemies. Let's see here. Omar, can you... You can. But I don't want you to waste the bullet. Alright, let's have Jackson Daredevil over here. And knife this guy. Please. There we go. Alright, Omar, you've got a grenade, but there's only one guy there, so you shouldn't have a Oh, 50%? And I can't reach him. Well, I guess I could go here, but then I'm exposed to this Nazi. What am I going to do? Yeah, I'll do it. Sure. 50%. 50%. I could throw the grenade. It probably won't kill him. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, 36. Now I'm in trouble. Yeah, I get too aggressive for my own good. I do have a heal, though. That's right. Omar has the ability to heal. So even if I take a bullet wound in the back, I can heal him up. Alright. End turn. Yeah, he's gonna get shot. He's exposed. Ah. Well, his armor absorbs some of it. I can also fix my armor with Omar. So, I'm not too worried about that. Omar can't get close enough to shoot that guy, though. Oh, wait, he can! Look at this. You notice that the Nazi is his normal color right up until I move here. And that tells me he's in range of my shotgun. What about this guy? Right there? Okay, sure. I guess I'll waste the bullets. Okay. Miguel, can you hit this guy? 50% chance. Again? Well, if I get close enough, I can kill him, but his armor might absorb it. Yeah, let's take it. I got him, and I killed him. Awesome. So they tell me how much damage I dealt, my accuracy, my evades, my crits, how long it took me, reload every weapon. I don't know why you wouldn't reload every weapon at the end, unless you're running low on ammo. But I'm obviously not. Now, I do have a limit to how many supplies and how much fuel and how much ammo I can carry with me. Ammo's pretty high, though. I never worry about how much ammo I'm carrying. Fuel, yeah, I never have enough fuel to hit the cap. But supplies, it only goes up to 10. So there have been times where I've had to leave supplies behind, which is unfortunate. All right, there we go. I got an upgraded grenade. I got more supplies. One more. Ammo and car fuel. Take all items. Done. Great. And then, let me see here. I can just swap this out. It does more damage. It shreds more armor. And it is more valuable. And then I send this to valuables, which is right here. When I get to a trader, or really anybody I can sell stuff to, I can just click on this bag and empty it out immediately. So that's great. He's fine. He's fine. Look at him. Also, you might have noticed, XP is not split evenly. Omar killed 2 dudes, I think? Or at least had a few extra shots that connected. So he gets a little extra. And then my trophies over here. Character unlocks, exploration achievements, tactical achievements. First blood. Now, some of this stuff is just you've unlocked the next adventure. Some of this stuff, most of this stuff is just extra XP. It's not really anything to write home about. It's nice. It's nice to pursue, if you care, which I do. But it's not game-breaking. Sorry, but you won't find Morton here. The voice comes from somewhere in the shadows of the abandoned house you were about to search. Alarmed, you draw some weapons, but the stranger who appears in the door frame merely waves nonchalantly. Surely you wouldn't shoot an innocent man. I guess he's Agent Cooper? Perhaps I should introduce myself, Agent Cooper of the SIS. Morton was working for our organization. He was looking into the matter of the Armenian collection. It looks like he managed to break into the Nazi office in Casablanca, but he doesn't seem to have gotten very far. I'm afraid that's the last I heard from him. So we have no idea where he might have found. Does the wrath of God mean anything to you? No? Well, perhaps that was too much to hope for. Just between us, I think perhaps we can forget all hope of seeing Morton alive again. But please, don't let me dash your youthful optimism. With these words, Agent Cooper climbs into his car. With a curt nod, he speeds off into the distance. Okay, so I could rest and recover, but you know what? Let's hit this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then go to the trader if we have enough money to bother. Traders will sell all kinds of stuff, not just supplies for us, fuel, ammo, supplies, but also upgraded items. So it might be worth looking into when we have cash. The meager remains of a few ruined walls in the desert sand mark the site of a former settlement. Today the place is barren and deserted. Okay, well, wasted my time. Really. Vultures circle in the sky up ahead of you. You know what that means in the desert and decide to investigate. After a few hundred yards, you come across the remains of a small squad of German soldiers. The men have been dead for several days, seemingly dying of thirst. But as you start to search their bodies, your astonishment, one of them moans in agony. So if I had brought somebody who was a medical expert, I could maybe save their life. Maybe get some better information. but we're just going to rifle through his pockets since he's only mostly dead. You lean over the soldier and realize immediately that you are too late to help him. Without regaining consciousness, the man dies in your arms, burning with fever. What were the Germans doing here? You exchange questioning glances. So, again, if I had somebody with survivalist, if I had somebody with the sixth sense, but the best we can do is gamble. So, I think with gamble options, the game rules a hidden dice value, and it can come up good or bad. Because I've done the same event multiple times, well, twice, and gotten two different results. So we'll see. Your gaze lingers on a rock formation that rises from the monotonous desert landscape a few miles away. Did the Germans come from there? Do you want to investigate the rock formation or continue your journey? Investigate, of course. Among some rocks, you come across the lifeless body of an officer. The man lies on his stomach. The sand around him is tinged brown. Captain von Bodermarch left us no choice. I had to put him down like a mad dog. You turn to see a German officer leaning against the rocks in the shadows. His uniform is covered in blood. Unfortunately, Bodermarch did not go without a fight. Legwund. I'm afraid it's infected. The man shrugs as if in apology. Then he continues, his face distorted with pain. I did not do it for myself. My journey ends here. With a little luck, at least my comrades managed to escape. Do you have any water for me? Hesitantly, you give the man some water. He continues in a broken voice, but this time, his words are incoherent and delirious. North Africa, secret operation, evacuations in the desert, worldwide. Dr. Whatever. The doctor said Stalin's... Let's see if I can do it. North Africa, secret operation, excavations, in the desert, worldwide. Dr. Poliakowski, maybe? Poliakowski, said, Stalin's excavations, incredible artifacts in the Russian Arctic Ocean. Great deeds, Atlantis will rise again from the waves and we shall be gods. Valkyrium shall rule the world of tomorrow. Okay. So it's a typical... What is the word I'm thinking of? It's a typical Indiana Jones Part 1, where they're digging up religious artifacts, trying to gain ultimate power, right? I can dig it. Breathing heavily, the man pauses. For a second, he appears to return to consciousness. Finally, he gives a tortured laugh, blood gushing from his nose. Gods of a distant past, and here I die in the heat of the sun like Icarus, who plunged to his ruin through his arrogance. Tell Magda I have always loved her. I don't know who Magna is, dude. I'm sorry. With these final words, the man dies. You search him. His papers identify him as a young lieutenant in counterintelligence. What could his fevered rantings mean? You bury his dead body in a makeshift grave and leave with the dead man's words ringing in your ears. Oh yeah, cool. I forgot about that. Occasionally you'll come across a tile that is unique or furthers the story of the game in some way, and that's an achievement. Also, I leveled up for 3 characters, so that's cool. You get to see that this episode. Let's go with Miguel first, because I usually build him... No. Crit chance. Yes. Okay. So now you see any assault rifle I use gets a crit chance. I could have upgraded the grenade, but I prefer my guns to be upgraded. Omar? Let's see here. Dash or crippling shot? I don't like crippling shot. Dash, on the other hand, enemies can set up Overwatch. Dash just doesn't trigger it. So, I did say I never use Dash, though. But, between the two of them, I never use crippling shot. Never. Never. So, he also has a shotgun, which is close range. So this could help me get into range to shoot somebody. Alright, Yeah. It's not great for a level up, but I'll take it. Cleave, I never use. Well... yeah, the problem with Cleave is enemies have to group up, and I have yet to find a group of enemies that position themselves in a way that Cleave is useful. During the next turn, this is far more useful. This is like a mini Overwatch. Yeah, far more useful for me. Alright, so there we go. Okay, I guess we move on then. The dilapidated mud huts seem abandoned at first. Then you see the rifles pointing out the windows. The men's faces relax when they realize you are not German soldiers. An elderly Berber... an elderly Bieber approaches you with a conciliatory gesture. When the fighters learn of your search, they whisper excitedly. Their leader turns to you. Fortune is with you. Our scouts spotted your friend and his guards trekking through the desert. Morton is alive! You thank the nomads for the information and head off in the direction they showed you. Cool. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? Real quick, because it's bothering me. I love the music in this game, and it's just too quiet. If it's too loud, I'll turn it down again, but you all should experience the music with me. It's just so much better. Alright, I have no money. I have a grenade I can sell. I have plenty of fuel. So, let's go. No, let's not go to the trader. I might regret that decision in the future, but really, I have nothing to do with him. As you take a short break at the edge of the track, a strange humming sound fills the air. You decide to get to the bottom of the matter and follow the sound as it grows increasingly intense. As you climb a dune ridge, you feel as if every fiber of your being is vibrating in resonance with the humming. From the crest of the dune, you see a deep depression in the sand. At its center is a huge, pitch-black monolith among some strange rock formations. The humming seems to emanate from the strange object. You soon reach the foot of the monolith. Once there, you experience almost total silence, but the air feels like it is electrified. So, I really should bring somebody with an engineer to this mission. Like I said, I've done this twice before, and these black monoliths continue to elude me. What is their purpose? What do I use them for? I don't know, because I keep forgetting to bring an engineer. Oh well. Gamble. The thing is, occasionally, your party members can get wounded or hurt or have a negative status effect applied to them in these little events. So sometimes it's not worth the risk to investigate. As you circle the area, the humming returns in full volume as soon as you are a few steps from the monolith. Miguel suddenly lets out an excited shout. You hurry over to find him, kneeling on the ground and shoveling the desert sand aside. Oh, and then sometimes you get lucky. Let's see here. Tarnished bronze sacrificial bowl, worth 105. Worth 105 in value! Tiny obsidian arrowhead, valued at $15. And then a legendary item. Oh. Yes, take all items. They immediately get added to the valuables kit. And I'm done. So I could go back. I would waste 2, 3... I would waste at least 3 fuel, so I would have to... It would actually have to be worth my while. Is there another trader anywhere on the map? No. Which means if I want to buy, I have to go back. It is 1,000. I think fuel is like 125, 150. So I could buy... Yeah, it's worth it. I'm wasting 3, but I can also buy, like, 4 or 5. So, you reach the outer buildings of a small settlement. A surprise awaits you at the center of the village. It's a brand new Jeep! An ill-tempered looking man stands beside the vehicle. I gave a dozen good camels for this worthless heap of junk. Shame beyond my... Oh, it's a native, so he should have an accent, which I'm not going to bother with. Something is wrong with the Jeep. Perhaps this is an opportunity for you. To buy gasoline, absolutely. You soon reach an agreement. The man sells you all of his gas at a reasonable price. Yeah, see, I could buy a epic shotgun if I had the cash, which I don't. So we'll sell all this off because it doesn't matter. And buy gas, 125. So I can buy quite a bit. Unfortunately, that's all he had to sell. So what about supplies? I'll buy 2. Because grenades use up supplies. Alright. Well, I went from, what, 10 to 13? So, that's not bad. It's just, it is kind of a waste. But I can find more fuel in the desert. It's just, the trader being so close to the beginning is kind of detrimental to my gameplay. In the middle of the road, you find an old map. Although it is completely indecipherable. You keep going. Well, that was a waste. Oh, and then combat. Great. Surprise! The old camp in the ruins ahead of you seems deserted. You are not sure whether to trust in the apparent peacefulness of this place. Suddenly, a detachment of soldiers emerges from the shadows with weapons drawn and mocking grins on their faces. You've walked into an ambush. Great. I remember your party can perform 2 actions. Well, that really depends on if you're blindsided or ambushed. So, in this scenario, every one of my characters has 1 action, and then the enemy gets to go. So I have to make it count. I have to make sure I can, well, basically defend myself on my first turn. So I'm going to put Jackson here. He can come around the corner. Oh, he can't. He can't come around the corner because I only have 1 action. I just said that. Alright. I'm going to put Omar there because he can shoot the dog. And then... Let's see, where are the others? Over there. And up there. I'll put him there because he might be able to shoot that guy. I'm not sure. Omar? Please. That's what they mean by dog friendly. Okay. Yeah, so we've had 1 combat where you've seen what happens to the Germans when they die. The version without dog friendly option on also die a similar way. Crying as they fall to the ground, bleeding out. This way they just vanish. Disappear, travel to another dimension, go upstate to live on a farm. Whatever the case may be, it's not quite as disturbing. Alright, reaction shot, because I can't do anything else. Oh, he's smart enough not to approach. Yeah, that might have been a waste of bravery points. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well. I have to assume that the computer knows when I'm doing that and actively avoids it. Unlike XCOM, where... I can shoot them both from here, right? Yeah. Unlike XCOM, where when you set up Overwatch, the computer doesn't seem to realize that they're in trouble. Oh, God. What if I can't kill him on this turn? Nope. I got him. In this game, they seem to be acutely aware that you are capable of ambushing them, and they will avoid stepping into an area that you have marked or triggering a reaction. So really, it's more of a deterrent than it is a way to hurt the enemy. But that's fine. For me, that's fine. Especially since bravery recovers just by killing enemies. And goodbye, doggy. And then I need to reload, because shotguns suck with magazines. So I'll just reload. He doesn't really need to move on his turn, and we're done. Alright. We're gonna have Miguel, because if I can level him up continuously in combat, well, I'll be happy about it. So, let's see. Warning shot? Heck no, we're just gonna shoot him. There we go. Who's left? Oh, that was it. Reload. We're done. Perfect. Sniper rifles can be used to set in... Right. That's a unique skill for sniper rifles, is overwatching. Alright, what did these Germans carry on them? Exquisite silken handkerchief. Tarnished silver fountain pen. Wow, tarnished and it's worth 100... Ooh, okay, more than silk? Alright, whatever. Small ammo box and car fuel. Good. Alright. Keep going. I'm trying to... I would like to finish this adventure, this episode, but I don't know. Adventures can get kinda long. It might not happen. You spot a large troop of German soldiers who have set up camp here. They do not seem to have noticed you yet. So, because I have Omar, I could do this. I think I'll do that. Yeah, sure. Let's use those skills, right? Omar creeps up to the large rock on the edge of the hill overlooking the camp. With all his might, he heaves against the rock. It goes thundering down the hill towards the camp. Yes, of course. The perfectly spherical boulder that was just sitting up the hill from the camp. The boulder leaves a trail of destruction. The surviving soldiers grab their weapons and attack. Alright. Well, I don't know. It's better than fighting the whole camp, right? But it didn't quite do what I had hoped. Let's see here. Where's the rest of them? A bunch of dogs and one guy with a gun. Alright, that'll be useful. So, we'll put Jackson there, we'll put Omar there, and we'll put Miguel there. Sure. Oh, he's gonna run like a coward. That dog is way out of position. Miguel, can you shoot him from here? You can, but it's a 50-50. What if you move first? Yeah, still 50-50. You know what? I might regret that decision. I need those supplies, but... oh well. Alright, so the shotgun can't really set up. And unfortunately, I'm close enough the dog can run up and bite me. Whoop. Don't want to do that just yet. I kind of put myself in a bad position there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just in a... Oi! I'm just in a bad position. I'm gonna low profile just so the dog doesn't focus on me. But Omar's too far out front. I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about this. 11 hit points. Okay. Okay. Well, now I can do this, I guess. Omar, you're gonna need to heal yourself. Let's see if I can't get rid of the German first. Oh, he's still alive. Great. Alright. Well... might as well. Can I... not really. You know what? I'll put myself out in front. I am a daredevil. He is a daredevil, after all. And that's fine. We got one more dog, right? Oh, no, we killed all three. Okay. I put Miguel out there. That was my fault. All right, Jackson, you need some extra XP. Oh. Okay, never mind. What about you? Got him. Okay, reload weapons, back to map. Good to go. All right, let's see what our camp raid got us. An extra grenade, not really useful. We'll send it to valuables. Dented hip flask. Ugh. Why would you take this? It's worth $5. Like, do any of these Germans have a watch or a belt buckle? I'm sure that's worth more than $5. Whatever. Just seems pointless, really. So I have 10 fuel left. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could explore a little bit. Let's explore a little bit. The customs officer appear to have run out of gas during their cross-country trip. Are you interested in trading for some ammunition? No! No way, I have plenty of ammunition. It won't even let me do it. Okay. Yeah, fine. A waste of gas to go there. That's a shame. You stop at the side of a jeep parked on the ridge of a dune. Warily, you sneak closer. See? More of these black obelisks that I can't do anything with it. As you peer over the ridge, you spot a unit of German soldiers. Overseen by their officer, they are working on a pyramid, the tip of which protrudes a few feet from the desert sand. The pyramid is glistening black. It looks like it is made of solid obsidian. The soldiers have not noticed you yet. Wait and watch. Ambush immediately. Yeah, let's see what happens. After some time, you hear loud shouts. The officer pushes his soldiers excitedly aside and makes strange gestures in the air. Moments later, a passage opens in the side of the pyramid. The soldiers proceed into the structure in single file. Sneak after them, sure. Yeah. You trail the soldiers at a careful distance until they get to a small chamber that looks like an ancient place of worship. At the behest of their officer, the soldiers gather around a mighty sarcophagus in the middle of the room. Working together, they pry off the slab that seals it. Oh yeah, definitely a Indiana Jones moment there. A ghostly light shines from the sarcophagus. The German soldiers stagger back in pain and attempt to cover their faces, screaming in agony. Moments later, there is silence. The corpses of the Germans are scattered around the open sarcophagus. So I could be an idiot and examine the contents of the sarcophagus or leave the pyramid. Let's be idiots. You carefully approach the sinister sarcophagus. When you finally dare to look inside, you are bitterly disappointed. The sarcophagus is empty. You quickly search the soldiers before leaving this eerie place. Well, at least nothing terrible happened, like our faces melting. Alright, continue. We got something out of that, at least. An old altar appears over the next dune. All the dried blood is making you feel uneasy, and you move on. Wow, alright. Great. So if I go up here, that's 1, 2, 3 extra fuel. But I really only need 1, 2, 3 to get where I need to go. So let's do it. Why not? What's the point of playing it safe, right? That's not fun to watch. The German scout you surprised at the abandoned supply station did not put up much resistance. You search his document pouch while he strains ineffectively against his bonds. You soon come across some interesting passages. Regrettably, Our arrest of the spy, Lambert, was only a partial success. We secured all the missing items of the Armenian collection, but Lambert succeeded in burning all the stolen documents before he was apprehended. Enhanced interrogation of the prisoner appears unavoidable. Ensure this is conducted immediately. You exchange worried looks. You could be running out of time. You leave the bound German behind and continue your journey. The clock is ticking. It's not really ticking, though. I mean, we can show up at any time. I could explore the whole map and show up, and he'd be fine. In the shade of some huts, you meet a traveling merchant who has set up a modest stall. Oh, good. Because I've got some stuff to sell. Let's see here. Heavy armor. Oh, but look at how much it costs. There's no way I can afford that. Alright, car fuel. So, these 3 items, well, actually, all of it. Cash, fuel, ammo, supplies will carry over between adventures. So the more I stock up now, the more I begin with the next time I run an adventure. You can never have too much fuel. Well, I guess you could, 25, but I never reach that cap. And supplies. Because 10's the limit. And we'll hit that, I'm sure. Perfectly fine. Alright, so we're gonna waste 1 to go back. And then go down. Ow! Ambush! Something isn't right at the farmstead you just came across. When you go to investigate the buildings, German soldiers appear at the windows with their weapons drawn. The trap is sprung. All right. Let's see. Where are my foes? There's one there, so I'll put him there. There's one back there. And then the 2 dogs on this side. So I will put Omar there and Miguel there. We should be able to kill this guy turn 1. No! Ouch. Well. Yeah, Miguel can do it. Miguel can do anything. Alright. The dogs are going to come around the corner. So, I'm just going to keep Omar there. Let them come to me, right? That's a viable strategy. These guys can't shoot me, so... The dogs can't jump over cover, so they gotta go the long way around. But that does mean that I have to waste another turn waiting for them to get to me. Alright, Miguel. Can you hit this guy from here? Can. What about grenades? Yeah, you can. Alright, Jackson. I think that just leaves the 2 dogs. Yeah. So why don't you just move over here and wait for them? Sure. Well, it's not ideal. But at the same time, I can just shoot him. And heal myself. So, not that big of a deal. And then just shoot this dog. And we're done. Maybe I made combat too easy. I had a much more difficult time with this with my last team. But the last team I ran through this weren't combat focused at all. I had a medical professional, I had a spy, and I had... Who else did I have? A medical professional, a spy, and like a mechanic or something like that. I don't remember. So, maybe I was too overly cautious. Yeah, I think so. I think I was too overly cautious. Assault rifle accuracy. But he is using shotguns, but I hate shotguns. But I do have 2 other people using assault rifles. Magazine size. Shotgun crit strength. Let's go with that. If I'm going to get up into a person's business with a shotgun, I want to make sure I kill them with the shotgun. What is that saying? If you come at the king, you better not miss? Something like that. I really don't want to miss if I'm using a shotgun. You're racing along the gravel track at full speed and enjoying the cool wind on your face when a loud bang breaks the monotonous sound of the engine. At first you think it is a gunshot, but as your Jeep starts to skid, you realize you have a flat tire. With some difficulty, you bring the car to a halt so you can take a closer look. You're going to have to change the wheel. You take the opportunity to retighten all the screws on your wheels before restarting your journey. Good maintenance if you're going to be out in the desert. Practice good maintenance. As you peer over the dune ridge, you can barely believe your eyes. The Germans have built an improvised airfield here in the endless desert. Shouted commands and the rumble of engines echo as you crouch behind your dune to discuss your options. Ambush? Ambush. So normally I would avoid this just because I don't want to use up ammo or risk getting my characters killed. But this has been a pretty boring adventure so far. I've been stomping my opponents when I thought I was going to be struggling. So, we might as well. Alright, Jackson, get over there. Omar. Now, let's start behind the building. Yeah, alright. So, 1, 2... 3. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, we can let them come to us, right? Oh, wait. You know what? Reaction shot. Yep, and there's the Overwatch. So now, if Jackson wants to do anything without getting shot, I need the dash action. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can get him to the blue square with this movement. I think that's just normal movement, but he's still going to get shot. So instead, let's pull Miguel out. Oh, I can only get near the explosive barrel, huh? That's not dumb. Dumb. As in a bad move. Can I... Not quite. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh! Okay. Sure, I'll take it. Well, Jackson's now free to move if he wants. I'm gonna put him over here. Alright, Omar. Yeah, let's use that repair kit. You need your armor back. Alright, we're good. We're good. You had the same thought, huh? Just gonna hide behind this explosive barrel. What could go wrong? I'm gonna move Jackson over here and shoot this guy. Hopefully. Ah. No. The angle of the... Okay. I can't hit him. Alright, well, we're gonna keep a low profile so nobody targets me. Omar. Can you shoot that guy from anywhere? What about here? No, he literally can't. Alright, Miguel. I know you can shoot that. Yes. I know you can shoot that grenade, that canister. So we'll move you over here. Oh, it didn't. Well, didn't do what I had hoped it would do. Alright, I'm going to move Omar over here. He can help take care of this guy, or whatever. Alright. That sucks. One more turn, they get to live. Oh, he's going to shoot Jackson. He's wide out. Thankfully, I kept a low profile. Another Overwatch, but this time Jackson can help. So, J-Boy, what are you going to do? You going to shoot this guy, or are you going to shoot this guy? You know what? I'm not even going to bother to shoot him. I'm going to run over here and knife him. Save some ammo. There we go. Also, if I knife a certain number of people, I unlock another character, so... We're just going to aim for that. Can I shoot this guy? If I move right there, I can. I doubt I'll kill him, but I can shoot him. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. He gets to live one more turn. And then shoot Omar. Poor Omar. Just taking it like a man. I mean... suffering. Intensely. Oh, if I shoot him and kill him, the battle's over. So let's heal first. Okay. Alright. Then shoot him. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I might have been a little too cautious with reducing the difficulty of combat. Lesson learned for the future. So I have 9 fuel, so I could go here, go here. Yeah. This is an upgraded med kit, but I don't have anybody who can use it, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. Sure, why not? We're almost done. The old well shaft in the village ruins is completely dried up. All you see at the bottom of the well are a few moss-covered boulders surrounded by dry clay soil. But wait! What's that glittering between the stones? What secrets is the old well hiding? Unfortunately, you can't see anything clearly. The well shaft is made of rough, uneven stone blocks. With a little skill, it should be possible to climb down. Sure. You carefully climb down the inside of the well. You hear a loud curse. Miguel has slipped on a moss-covered stone and crashed down the shaft. Well, that's not good. Oh, and he takes negative health. Miguel groans in agony. He smashed his shoulder hard on the sharp rocks at the bottom of the dried-up well. The fall was painful, but fortunately he does not seem to have broken anything. You look around with interest. Oh ho! You discover a tarnished copper ring embedded in the well wall. When you pull on it, you hear a faint click. Part of the masonry swings to the side to reveal a small, narrow passage. Of course I'm going to explore it. Why would I not? You follow the passage and finally reach a small chamber. You see a small, malignant-looking altar surrounded by small piles of human bones. Blood has stained the ground brown. The room has an aura of evil. Then your gaze falls on the treasures placed on the altar. Ooh. Loot the altar or leave. It's never a good idea to loot the altar, but I didn't come all this way to play it safe. Cedar casket, petroleum, ornate, I don't know how to pronounce that last word, cartouche? Cartouche? Don't know. Petroleum can be used as car fuel, apparently. Let's see how much fuel it actually gives us. Counts as 2 for the price of 1. Very nice. Alright, and apparently there's no evil curse on it, so we're good. Unfortunately, Miguel has suffered damage. I'm going to use the armor repair on Miguel. Just because he was getting a little low. Alright. Let's come up here. See what we got. You cannot miss the German vehicles at the edge of the ruined village, so you approach with care. In the village square, you see a goat herd surrounded by a large unit of German soldiers. You cannot make out what's going on, but the mood, tense. Sure, let's help him out. This might be the last, second to last combat we do this adventure. Oh, we got a lot of dogs here. Oof. We're also surrounded, it looks like. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's right there. Well, I'll put Jackson there, I'll put Omar there, and I'll put Miguel right in the center. Can I shoot anybody from here? No, but if I move here, I can shoot. Yeah, but then the dog will get me. But if I move here... You know, sometimes it's just better to let people come to you, right? So... we'll heal Miguel. Oh. We'll heal Miguel. And we'll let Miguel... We'll let two people take low profile. And then just wait. I was hoping they would clump up for my grenade, but it looks like they're not that dumb. Oh, well, perhaps I spoke too soon. Dogs hurt, man. Guns are bad, but they usually get absorbed by armor. Dogs hurt. I can hit all three of them. And the dog's still alive. How did that happen? Alright, I should be able to move here and not get hit by this guy. Jackson, I have to make a decision. Do I knife the dog or shoot the man? I think it'd probably be better to knife the dog. Yeah. I'm gonna low profile again, just so this guy shoots at Jackson rather than Miguel, who's got his back exposed. And then we'll shotgun the dog. And another dog right there, who's going to be able to make it to me. What if I move... I'm just going to stay where I'm at. Sure. Absorb the hit. Don't shoot! Oh, well... His armor absorbed it. I guess that's okay. Here I was, hoping Jackson would pull focus away from Miguel. You know what, Jackson? I'm going to let you knife the dog. I'm going to take care of this guy. I'm going to move right here and shoot him with the shotgun. There we go. And Miguel, as usual, since you hate Nazis, I'll let you do the honors. Oh, he's still alive. That's not good. Alright, how much hit points does the dog have, and how much does a knife do? It's not going to kill him. And I don't have enough bravery to bleed him. Well, shoot. I don't want to waste the bullet. But I don't want him chewing on me from behind. Oh, he's going to shoot Miguel. Yeah. I left him way too exposed. Yeah, see, this is more like how I expected combat to go. I overexpose myself, I rush out, and then the enemy comes around from behind and just kills me. Or, not kills me, but, you know, takes a few earned pot shots at my flank. Alright, now the spoils of war. I also need to heal my troops. What do we got? More fuel. more ammo, some cash, better light armor, and some worn officer's leather gloves. Okay. After the sound of battle subsides, the nomad reappears from behind the rocks where he was taking cover. He thanks you in an unfamiliar language. Oh, well, unfamiliar language? Omar speaks your language. You do not understand a word of the nomad dialect the man speaks. Omar, on the other hand, utters a few guttural words and the man's face lights up. They engage in an animated conversation punctuated with signs and gestures. I'm not sure I understood him correctly, but I think he's telling us about a sacred site not far from here. Seek the holy place. I don't know why I went all Kirk on that. You bid the grateful nomad farewell and follow his directions. Sometime later, you reach a rock formation. At its summit, a small spring flows from a small nook in the rock. Simple offerings indicate that travelers stop here occasionally. Forbidden lore. I don't think you start with anybody who has that, so sometimes it's worth taking the new characters you unlock back to the old adventure, I guess. I have not done that yet. Take a look around. Well, I mean, it makes sense, right? If the coming adventurers get harder and require or help to have higher level party members, you would want to run the new unlocks at level 1 through the beginning adventure, just so they can get some XP. You take a look around the summit, but do not find anything of importance. The offerings are wilted flowers and crude, worthless clay statues. You drink from the spring and then continue your journey refreshed and unusually good spirits. Oh, good. So it was like a rest stop. So everybody got their health back. Yes. Excellent. Omar, I'm going to have you repair Miguel's armor again. All right. No more wasting time. Let's end this. We got 2 more spots to go, and I know this is a combat encounter to save Morton. Plus, I think the episode's running long. The small village seems deserted. But then you hear a muffled hammering. You follow the sound and come to a small workshop. Its owner, a tinker, is so absorbed in his work that he only notices you when you are standing in front of him. You enter this conversation, and the man invites you to a simple meal. When his gaze falls on your worn clothes, he tuts reproachfully and insists on mending them. You enjoy your host's date cookies. Date cakes and mint tea, and swap travelers' tales while the tinker fixes your clothes and equipment. By the time you take your leave, your clothes are as good as new. You thank him profusely, but the tinker gestures modestly. Current armor... Oh, so I wasted a... And then things like that happen. I wasted a supply fixing that. Alright, this is light. Who's using light here? Medium, heavy... medium, so nobody. But I can hold on to it and give it to somebody who does wear light armor on the team later on. Alright, let's end this. Morton, here we come. You see the fortified base of the evacuation regiment southwest on the valley plain ahead, and you have finally reached your goal. As you are considering how to make it through the heavily guarded entrance, you suddenly spot a lone jeep approaching your vehicle. You hide behind the rocks and wait for the patrol to disembark. Then you take them by surprise and tie them up. A short time later, you drive into the German camp wearing borrowed uniforms. The bored-looking sentry waves your jeep through, but with barely a glance. So far, so good. Disguised as German soldiers, you search the camp complex. Morton must be here somewhere. Your hearts race as you pass unnoticed through the crowds of enemy soldiers. You suddenly notice a small motorcade setting off. As it drives past, you spot Morton in one of the cars. You immediately jump into your captured jeep and tag onto the end of the convoy as it exits the camp and heads into the desert. After a few miles, the convoy stops at a smaller auxiliary base. You see Morton being led away. You don't have much time. Your friend's execution is imminent. Suddenly you hear a shout. You've been discovered. You look at each other with grim determination and load your weapons. This is it. Okay, alright. We just need to get through this. So, we have 4 people with guns and 3 dogs. I think, probably, it would be smarter to just stay where we're at and try to kill whoever's near us. Morton's fine. There's no time limit here. They're not going to shoot him. So, we can just let him sit for the time being. Let him... He's fine. He's fine. Shoot this guy. He's still alive. That's terrible. Omar, please rectify that. Good. And Miguel. That guy's going to be a problem. If I move up, the dog will get me. If I stay here, he'll move into range and then shoot me. I'm just going to take a quick detour. Yeah, I'm actually not sure if that was a good idea, because the medic can heal himself. I just wasted a supply. Oh, that's an extra shot for everybody. The dog's gonna get Omar. Unless if I had a grenade, I could take him out. How far can I throw that grenade? Oh, wait, this might be a perfect opportunity to use shotgun blast. Oh, oh, well... What if I step back one? What if I step back one? Yeah. Alright. Ooh, I only killed one of them. That's not good. Ah. That's not good. That's not good. What can I do here? Oh, I can burst fire. Yes! And the dog's still alive. Oops. Goes the medic. Well, it's gonna be bad either way, so let's just accept it. Ugh, Omar. That's fine, that's fine. We're at the end here. As long as everybody lives, they'll be fine for next adventure. Ah, 16 hit points. Woof. Alright, knife the dog. Save the ammo. Get up here. I have 3 shots left. So I'll move up here. That's probably a bad idea because of this thing here, but I can hit both of them. Omar. I'm gonna have you reload. Am I gonna chase this guy on my own? That's not a smart thing to do, is it? Yeah, it's not really smart to chase him by himself. Ugh, that second... Ugh, I hate those officers. Well, I'll have to move to shoot him. Yeah, alright. I'll have to move to shoot him. I might as well. 100% hit chance or 100% hit chance. Sure. Let's see. The officer's over there. So I could try... Oh, I'll do this. Sure. 50-50. Well, what I was worried about. Jackson, you come around from the other side. We'll pincer him. Unless this hits. It hit! Great! And we've done it! We've saved Morton and finished the adventure. Let's see what happens. Come on. Come on. There we go. New adventure unlocked. When the guns finally fall silent and the smoke dissipates, Morton stumbles towards you. It's always good to know you can rely on your friends, although you took your sweet time about it. You won't believe what I got my hands on in Casablanca. Too bad the Nazis took everything. Ah, well, maybe another time. Yay! Ooh, legendary armor. You'll notice that it gives me a stat bump and gives me the ability to use brute events. Better knife, that's good. Money, better bandages. Ooh, is that better than... No, not quite. Oh no, it just allows somebody else to use bandages. Valkyrium crystal, offhand item. Sniper rifle, range 2. So this is the first time I'm seeing something like this. A strange green crystal of unknown origin, known to the ancient Egyptians as Ka, the mystical life giver, reportedly used by German scientists to unleash the powers of ancient artifacts. I wonder if I'm getting this Valkyrium crystal because of the counterintelligence officer I met. I wonder if that unlocked this as a reward. I don't know, but I'm certainly happy I got it. That's very useful.
Chattering excitedly, you stroll back to your Jeep. You get in and drive into the setting sun while Morton entertains you with his absurd anecdotes.
Okay, let's see what we did here. So these guys were in the map, but I never encountered them. 2 medics, 13 dogs. Woof. Okay. Let's go to the menu. All right. Well, that was a good first beginning. Let's take a quick look. I can run this again, and of course I can customize the difficulty, or we can move on to the next adventure and pick a new team. I'm going to hold off on that until the beginning of next episode. So, thank you everyone for joining me. Until next episode, until next adventure, stay safe, and God bless you.